Thanks for joining us here on 2K Sports for NBA basketball. Here we go. Tip-off goes to Las Vegas. Here's Black. Pass to Edwards. And he drives in. Can't throw it down with one hand. Well, Coach, we know there's a lot of expectations tied to a #1 pick. Sometimes they fall flat, but that has not been the case so far with Anthony Edwards.
Oh, it sure as heck hasn't, Kevin. But I think it starts with Anthony Edwards welcomed the expectations. He wanted the expectations, and he has pushed himself to play to that level on a nightly basis, and he's done it.
The shot by Thompson, no good. Here's Black. The rebound by Turner. Here's Thompson. And then jammed down as he goes right over Anthony Edwards.
Rocketing off the deck. Thompson showing that youthful exuberance.
Here's Edwards. Tries again. Kessler. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark.
Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only 1 falling.
And Okoro throws it down.
Playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
Yeah, the commitment to run is paying great dividends on the break. Well, you can tell he's forcing things a bit at the moment. He's been trying to get it going, but this hasn't been his quarter.
Outside Porter. Clock at 6. Back to Edwards. Some solid defense from Harris.
Not really what we expected. You know he wants that one back.
And that one goes out of bounds. Nice touch by Porter. Here's Thompson. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far.
Well, this period, he's been his own worst enemy, and now he's pressing.
Down low. Here's Harris. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Well, plays like that take real poise. Harris didn't let the physical defense get the better of him inside.
Here's Kessler. Back to Black. Porter double team. Kessler with the bucket.
Well, you want Kessler involved in the offense. That's the kind of shot you're looking for.
Pass to Harris. Thompson outside. Good. And Harris gets the assist. Thompson's got his second basket of the game.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
And Harris wide open. He shoots. The rebound by Edwards.
Come on, you can't be doing that. I know these guys want to put on a show, but you can't pass up scoring opportunity.
Excellent assist there. Just led him to the perfect spot.
And here's Las Vegas. Lays it up off the glass.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Long Beach trails by 4. Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Thanks, guys. Long Beach's head coach and I got a chance to talk. Coach and I talked about the difficulties playing against Anthony Edwards. He said, quote, usually you worry about his offense, but he's shown the last few years that he's a lockdown defender when he wants to be. That's something that we'll need to factor into our game plan. Ant's defense is now a concern for coaches as well. Back to you.
All right, Allie, thank you.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. He's ready to talk things through with them. 1:15 left to play in the first quarter. Now Black. Out to Edwards. 5 on the clock. Fires for 3. Long Beach with the rebound. There's 45 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Pass to Joe. Drills the three-pointer.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Here's Black. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Well, I think Black's agility caught the defense off guard there, and he's able to draw a shooting foul.
So he gets them both. Left side, Jackson. Now here's Dosunmu. Pass to Joe. Here's Claxton. 6 on the shot clock. Intercepted. Back to Edwards. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close.
14.
And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And from what we've seen from Las Vegas so far, guys, what are you seeing?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
Yeah, they gave the other team no time to breathe. Every time they got the ball, they were off to the races. And you see how effective this aggressive mindset can be.
And one way players look to expand their game, adding counter moves to keep defenders off balance. Greg, what was something you added that really gave defenders pause?
You know, the snatch back pull up, using your speed to kind of get the defender going downhill, and then you slam on the brakes and just create that separation to then go into attack mode.
Look, he's the kind of player that has you awake at 3 a.m. asking yourself, how do I stop that?
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Here's LaRavia.
Oh, going high to throw that one down.
Sky high. Fantastic one-hand jam. And the call will be against Emmanuel Quickly. That is his first foul of the game. Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. Here's Dosunmu. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, this is why the fans are here. Each team trading blows, increasing the entertainment value.
Here's Bridges. Pass to Olynyk. Back to Bridges. Over in the corner, LaRavia. Shot clock at 6. From the arc. It's hauled in by Claxton.
Well, that's a shot the defense felt like they could live with. It didn't work out for him that time.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Joe Good.
And for the defense, that is a heart-sinking moment when you see him that wide open from beyond the arc.
Outside for Jackson. Back to Claxton. Pass to Joe. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. Here's the drive.
And no doubt, they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. In the corner, it's Richardson. From deep. Back to Joe. Pass to Claxton. And so Mark Daigneault calls a timeout. Coach needs a moment to talk things over.
Substitution on the court.
Off the inbound. It's rebounded by Las Vegas. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. Quickly with a wide open look. Drills it from outside. And now just a 3-point Long Beach lead.
And their shots are falling now with more regularity than we saw at first.
For 3, Bridges. Barnes grabs the miss. And here we go. Thompson heading to the hoop. That one drops for him. Thompson's got 8 points.
Outstanding pass in transition there for the easy deuce.
And Joe Olynyk. The rebound by Turner.
Well, the defense just gave him that shot, and he wasn't able to convert. Very disappointing.
Hey, dunks aren't always for the big fella.
A serious power move from the point.
Well, in this league, you can see powerful plays from anyone and anywhere. Your position no longer dictates your scoring level.
A three-pointer is right on target.
Maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot that he can afford to give.
Well, after a silent first quarter, this is who they needed him to be. This is why you never count a guy out.
Now, here's Bridges. Still yet to score. Here's Thompson. And Thompson slams it home.
He's got rocket ship-like takeoff. Thompson can flat out fly.
They push it up 4 on 3. And Thompson throws it down.
Agile play to get his hand in there and get the steal. Intelligent play to immediately start the break.
And stolen by Thompson. And Thompson slams it home.
And this one has been all about Amen Thompson. A freakish athlete. When he gets rolling, there's just not much a defender can do.
And out of bounds, Long Beach will have it. Long Beach with the ball. Yeah, and that game closes out the 4-game homestand for him. Makes it off the glass. Thompson's got 18 points.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Back to quickly. And so it's Long Beach looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. They've kept the tempo quick and the defense on its heels, and it's got them up big. And we'll be back with you shortly. And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Pass to Joe. It's Richardson on the wing. 6 to shoot. Here's Dosunmu. And it's sent back by Kessler. For 3, Edwards. Good, and a nice assist from Porter. Edwards got the first basket of the second half here for Las Vegas. Long Beach leading by 10. So stand here, we have one of the bright young centers in the NBA, Walker Kessler.
Look, start with this with Walker Kessler, Kevin. A great rim protector. You're just not going to get layups with Walker Kessler on the floor. Then he's an outstanding offensive rebounder, and he's got great hands, which makes him very effective as a roll man in the pick and roll.
And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Well, Michael Porter Jr. was the #1 prospect in his high school class, and he said, growing up, basketball was easy for me. It was like, say, going up an elevator. But after my injuries, it's like climbing the stairs. It's like I'm walking in my purpose through this, more than if everything had just been smooth. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, Allie. And he makes the first, but misses the second. Here's Edwards. No good with the layup.
They've had a quiet start to this half, hitting just one of their first 4 attempts.
Pass to Joe. Buries it from three-point range. Joe's got 17 now.
And you can tell he's looking for his shot. He just believes in it.
Well, yeah, and the defense is going to have to respond to that and chase him off the arc.
Really, the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
Well, you know, Anthony Black really shows you the growth a player can make in the NBA. As his team has leaned on him, he's been more productive, more impactful.
Here's Black. He has 5. Outside Edwards. Left side, Porter. In the corner, it's Kessler.
Well, you got to be aware of Turner at all times. When he's nearby, he's more than capable of blocking the shot.
Long Beach leading by 17. On the wing, Barnes. Wants to get it to Turner, and does.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Absolutely. They're playing their game and executing at a real high level. Everything is working for them right now.
Thompson with it. Picked up by Edwards. Pass to Harris. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Harris has got his second bucket of the night.
What I like here, even with the big lead, they continue to execute their offense.
Yeah, to put together this.
Oh, look at that.
Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
Well, sometimes you just make shots, but they've certainly come out on a tear here in the third quarter.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money. Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Here's Turner. On the wing, DiVincenzo. Nailed from three-point land.
Well, look, you have to stay connected to DiVincenzo. He will bury you from out there.
Las Vegas shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here. No good on that one. Well, going into a promising draft like this past summer, Greg, are losing teams trying to secure that lottery ticket to the stars?
Well, you look at the last, 4.5 decades worth of champions, only 5 of those teams were led by a player taken outside the top 7 in the draft. So you can see why teams are trying to draft so high.
And so quickly, we'll bring it up for Las Vegas. They start a 3-game homestand with that game. They set the pick. Lets it go with a 3. It's hauled in by Harris. Here's Thompson.
He's putting on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game. And Thompson throws it down.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal, and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Turning great defense into great offense. That's the kind of stop you're looking for.
Hard work and soft hands, guys. That's what made that play possible.
No simple offensive rebound there. Going for the tip-in. Back to Bridges. Some nice passing by Las Vegas here. And it's good for 2. Laravia's got 8 points.
Well, they're behind, but it's certainly not because of him. He's doing everything he can. He just needs more help from his teammates.
And there's the call on Amen Thompson. That is his first foul of the game. And so Mark Daigneault calls a timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. 43 seconds left in the third quarter. And the basket by Olynyk.
And Olynyk has a good feel for when he should look to score. I love when he's assertive inside.
Dosunmu. It's rebounded by Quickly. Bridges, no one around him. It's hauled in by Claxton. Long Beach leading by 22. Lets it go from deep. Buries the long-range jumper. Joe's got 20 points.
He's had it going offensively, helping them build this lead.
Dosunmu with it. Got it up. Amen Thompson, he's feeling it tonight. And he has been the driving force for Long Beach. He got
Las Vegas, 44.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Las Vegas calls timeout. And we've seen teams make surprising playoff runs only to falter the next year. Team trajectories not always a straight line, clearly.
No, absolutely, Kevin. I would think in most cases it's not a straight line. Because, look, the other teams are all trying to win, too. That's what makes things different. So you might be slightly off the next year and someone else makes a big jump, and then it looks like your decline is a lot bigger than it is. Every year is a new year.
Lots of room. It's rebounded by Las Vegas. Pass to Quickly. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Yeah, his athleticism more than makes up for his lack of size. Allows him to compete even against bigger guys.
Knocks down the 3 ball.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time. The second half, they haven't taken care of the basketball. Simply put, more turnovers now that could hurt them later.
And it's sent back by Kessler.
Something Kessler does so well. A towering 7-footer who takes pride in protecting the rim.
First team foul.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Long Beach.
Well, look, you have to be able to count on energy and effort every night, and they're showing a lot of it with this transition buckets.
And they're also finding a good deal of their points off turnovers tonight. Seems like every time they come up with an extra possession, they find a way to convert.
Here's Edwards. Drives to the hoop.
A spectacular finish from Edwards. Once he started driving, he did not hold back.
Nice shot by Thompson.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this deficit.
Driving to the basket. Can't connect from short range. Outside Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Well, once Edwards saw his opening, it was game over. He delights in sticking it to you like this.
And Thompson throws it down.
Well, he's getting all he can offensively and making the most of it.
And hustle like that is why he leads this team in rebounds tonight.
Double digits for him on the glass. He's getting it done.
beautiful reverse jam right there.
Use the rim to protect the ball, I think. In the corner, it's Kessler. Trains the three-pointer.
Wow, we get a rare glimpse at a Kessler jump shot. Must be working on it.
Thompson looking for an opening. Yes, that goes in.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty foul.
And finished off by Porter.
Well, looking slippery there off the drive. Porter Jr. takes advantage.
Here's Thompson. And then jammed down as he goes right over Anthony Edwards.
Oh, let's go home. That was just ridiculous.
I do not remember the last time I saw a dunk like that in a game. Misses the layup. This has been a one-sided affair.
Yeah, they've done a nice job of extending their lead and maintaining that intensity level.
Turner. It's rebounded by Las Vegas.
You can hear him sputtering all the way over here. He knows he should have knocked that one down.
And as we've seen, Greg, navigating this age of social media can be difficult for an NBA player.
Yeah, a momentary indiscretion can get broadcast to the whole world, so there's a need for caution that's probably higher than in decades past.
And the foul called on Edwards.
Personal foul.
That'll be his second foul of the game.
You know what? You've got to always be in control of your emotions.
On the wing, Jackson. There's the triple. It's hauled in by Michael Porter. Stolen. And here is Dosunmu. Pass to Jackson. Off target at the rim. Whoops, they pick off the pass. Now Dosunmu. Guarded by Porter. Here's Joe. And the three ball is good. Joe's got 26.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for Long Beach.
This was a physical game.
Yeah, I mean, they were aware of the rotations defensively and were able to attack the rim.
And so with this, they'll end up with their second win on the year.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Amen Thompson.
Well, bottom line, he was just unstoppable at times. Not much you can do when he's playing with that kind of confidence.
Ball stolen. Here's Dosunmu. Richardson outside. And Okoro over to help. Clock at 4. Long Beach needs to get off a shot here. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Now Black. Outside Edwards. Rebounded by Joe. And so it's Long Beach with the W.